Okay, you can write this. You can write the title in your notebook. Contractions with verbs. That is the title. Contractions with verbs. Copy this in your notebook. 1 minute. Contractions with verbs. That is the title. Finished? Okay, I'm going to send through the chat also the topic contractions with verbs. You have it on the chat. And we're going to watch first a video. If you have your book, you can look on page 222, 223. We have that information. Page 222, 223. You can find also that information. Now, I'm going to display the video. Please pay attention about these contractions of the verbs that it's this information. So then I'm going to be asking some questions.
Using contractions. At Grammar Songs by Melissa. Contractions are words used in the English language. Two words are shortened to make one word. An apostrophe replaces the missing letter or letter. Thank you for joining me at Grammar Songs by Melissa.
Okay, that was the video about what, class? What was this video about?
About contractions.
Contractions. Can you tell me example?
For example, I am, I, comma, am.
I apostrophe. It's not a comma, it's an apostrophe.
Apostrophe,
M.
apostrophe.
Excellent. Rebecca, tell me.
I have one example.
Tell me, what's your example?
The example in the video. She is reading a book that she and got the I. She is and put it the apostrophe.
Excellent.
Yes.
She is, we have to create an apostrophe. We use the apostrophe instead of writing the letter I. So we say she's. She's reading the book. When we speak, we use a contraction, and also when we write, we say she is reading the book. She's reading the book. We're saying the same, but we're using a contraction. Or we can say we're gonna play. So instead of saying we are going to play, we say we're gonna play. So it's different. It's different of using a contraction as saying the word as it is completed. Yes, we can see it. We can listen to that. We can identify. Now let's talk about the constructions of verbs. Right now, you don't have to copy. Don't worry, you don't have to copy. We have to have some verbs plus now. How can we make the constructions for these types of verbs? Well, we have the verb to be is plus not. We say isn't. Look at this. We can use contractions for verbs also, not just for he is reading. He is reading. We say he is not reading. He isn't reading. So we say isn't as a contraction. Are plus not. How it's going to be this word, class? Are plus not. Aren't. That's right. Let's read. Everybody, let's read this. Unmute your microphone and you're going to help me to pronounce all these words. Let's see this.
Was
Not.
Wasn't.
Were. Was.
Weren't.
Don't.
Doesn't.
Didn't.
Haven't.
Excellent.
Hasn't.
Hadn't. Couldn't. Okay, here the pronunciation.
Not
Thank
wolf.
No, no.
you. Okay, here we say could plus not, couldn't. Should plus not, shouldn't. Would plus not, wouldn't. That is the pronunciation for this. So excellent. As you can notice, we have a contractions for these words, for these verbs also. So we can make a contractions when we're talking about a negative sentence when we're using the word not. You see, we can make a contraction of the verbs when we use the word not. I did not do the homework. I didn't do the homework. See, most of the time we say I didn't do, right? We don't say I did not. We say I didn't do. You speak so fast and you say didn't instead of saying did not. Have not, haven't, I haven't finished. Has not, she hasn't finished. Had not, hadn't. So as you can notice here, we can make a contractions also with verbs. We can have contractions with verbs. Now let's copy this in the notebook, the summary. We have it on page 222, 223. The summary and remembering. Copy everything, summary and remembering.
It's gonna write too much.
This and one more information, not too much.
I mean, you
Let's-
still that too big. I already copied. Summary. Remember three.
3 slides. I told you 3 slides. This is the second slide. It's missing one more slide to copy.
Me, this is that. Me, this is that. Me.
This is the class that you will copy more
No, I don't find it. Social.
in social. Okay, summary. What is a contraction? It's a shortened form of the words. It's an abbreviation, a shortened form. Some contractions join a pronoun or a verb, like the examples that we were making before. A pronoun we have she is. It's equal of having. She's. So we have a pronoun with the verb, but also we can have contractions with verbs. So we have is.
Miss, I
Not.
copy summary and remember.
Yeah, summary and remember. We have isn't. So we see we can have a contractions with verbs and the word not, or we can have contractions with a pronoun. The pronoun and the verb. Remember that in a contraction, an apostrophe shows where the letters are missing. In this case, the apostrophe shows the letter that is missing, it's the letter I. And it isn't, the one that is missing is the letter O. So the apostrophe represents the letter that is missing. We write an apostrophe. If we forgot to write the apostrophe, that it's incorrect, because a contraction must have an apostrophe. Finished?
No.
Done? No?
You remember.
I finished, Miss.
Okay, Rebecca. Do you have any question, remember, Rebecca, that you raise your hand? No? Okay.
I finished.
Okay. Andrea Núñez, is it connected, Andrea Núñez?
What we need to go?
I don't know. All right. Summary,
No,
remember,
no.
summary, remember. No, Andrea is not connected.
No.
Santiago Hernandez, is it connected, Santiago Hernandez?
Yes.
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 So is the off light, but the light is off.
The light is off, okay, yes.
Finish. We
Finished.
have to copy remember.
Remember, yes, you have to copy
Ah,
remember. Also.
I can copy.
Copy summary and remember those.
Finish.
Finished, okay. 1 more minute, 1 minute class to finish.
I finished.
Santiago.
Miss, up later of this slide is the last slide.
The last slide that you're going to copy, yes.
Okay.
Remember that in this class in language, you have one homework. It's
I finished, Miss.
you have to complete online a worksheet. So I'm going to explain that at the end of the class, the homework that you have. Okay, some of you start working in the homework already.
Miss, you said that you have 25 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what day is your birthday?
May 15th, sweetie.
May 15. Okay. Miss, you are 1 year. You are 1 year major of my brother.
Okay, let's go. Too much time for a copying summary. Remember, let's go to next slide. Too much time here. So remember that we have contractions in verbs and also with pronouns, and we have an apostrophe to write an apostrophe to represent the letter that we are now writing down. Okay, now let's copy this. We're going to find the two words in each sentence that create or form that contraction. You are not going to copy the sentence. Don't worry, you're not going to copy the sentence. You are going to copy the two words that creates the word that we can use to create a contraction. For example, let's do together number 16. We have read about Tom Sawyer's school. Now, write each sentence is a contraction. You are not going to write a sentence. It's too much.
We need to write all?
No, just the two words. Which two words we can create one contraction using the two words that we can use a contraction?
So just la respuesta.
Just the answers, yes. But first, let's find the two words. Who knows the two words that we can use to create the contraction, class? No?
We have.
We have. Excellent, Fernando. We have. So we can create a contraction. So you're going to copy these two words. Let's copy this in the notebook. We have. Copy that. We have. We have. You copy that. And the contraction that is going to be. How it's going to be this contraction, class? Or we have. I'm going to write the contraction here. Yes. It's going to be we.
Apostrophe.
VE, with. We can write this. Yes, we have with. That it's going to be that contraction. So we are abbreviating the letter H and the letter I. Yes, the letter A. Sorry.
We're going to copy more después of this.
No, this is the last things that we're going to copy by today. Yes. Now,
You have to copy only the answer or all the questions.
listen to the instruction one more time, class. You're going to copy this, we have, and this, just the answer. So you're going to copy what I'm going to color and what I'm going to write here. Yes, just the answer. You're not going to copy that complete sentence because it's going to take too much time. So just copy this, we have, and with this contraction. Now, number 2. Fernando, read the sentence number 2, Fernando.
He will study the words in his spelling book.
Do you know which word we can use to make a contraction?
He would.
He will. Excellent. So you're going to copy number 2, these 2 words, and the contraction for he will. How it's going to be the
apostrophe.
just the letter D. He would. When we talk about he would, also we just write the letter D.
Is that D?
Yes, this is different when we have he had, it also we just write the letter D. So it depends. He would study, he'd study, we just write the letter D. Yes, just the letter D.
Difficult.
Okay, now number 18, Santiago Hernandez. Read number 18, Santiago Hernandez. Santiago Hernandez, is it connected, Santiago Hernandez?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Hello, Santiago. Help me to read number 18. Sentence number 3, Santiago.
If you come the museum, you will see his explorer.
Thank you. Which 2 words we can use to create an apostrophe class? If you come to the museum, you will see his explorer. You will. We're going to use this too. You will. So let's copy this in your notebook. Thank you, Santiago Hernandez. You will. And how's going to be this contraction? How do you think it's going to be?
You apostrophe.
You.
apostrophe.
L. Excellent. You have already seen this. You. It's the contractions for you will. Number 19. Help me to read Santiago Hernandez again. Number 19, Santiago.
Right.
Yes, read number 19.
I hate words that it was written by Noah Webster.
It was written by Noah Webster. So we're going to write the contractions for I have. How's going to be the contractions for I have? What do you think?
I apostrophe.
VE. I've. That is the contractions for the verb have. VE. I have. I've. Then we have number 20. Number 20, Santiago. Continue reading, Santiago.
I would like see Mac you very rather too.
Excellent. So we're going to make the contractions for I would. How it's going to be the contraction for I would?
Comma LD, I think.
I would, comma, you're sure that we use a comma or an apostrophe?
Apostrophe, I confused.
Apostrophe and letter D. Letter D for would, it's like number 2. If you see here, Gabriela, we have he would, and he's just apostrophe D. So the same, I would, I apostrophe D. Number 21, Gabriela. Help me to read 21, Gabriela.
It is printed in black and white, not colored. It is.
It is, that's right. And how it's going to be the apostrophe?
It apostrophe S.
It's, that's right. Excellent. Just the answer, remember, write what it's on red, not a complete sentence, because it's going to take too much time. Number 22, Camila, read number 22, Camila. Camila Montserrat Itzaguirre. It's not Camila today.
Assist while the camera is off.
No. Isabella, help me to read 22, Isabella.
You would like to see a Matt Goofy reader too. No, it's not that. You will enjoy looking at the pictures in the reader.
Which two words we're going to use to make a contraction?
You would.
And how's going to be the contraction?
U apostrophe D.
Excellent. That's right. U apostrophe D. That is the contractions for that two words. You would, so you say you'd enjoy looking at the pictures. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, number 23, Lucia, help me to read number 23.
We are awaiting a special treat from our teacher.
Which two words we can use, Lucia?
We are.
We are. And how it's going to be the contractions for we are?
Apostrophe. R-E.
R-E, excellent. So we're awaiting, yes, apostrophe. Okay, number 24, it says, soon she will bring in some antique school books. Which two words we can use?
E. Apostrophe L-L.
Excellent. Excellent, Sian. She will, so it's going to be she'll. She'll. And number 25, the last one for today, it says, of course, they will have to be handled very carefully.
They will have.
They will have. So it's going to be, they will.
They apostrophe L-L.
That's right. They'll. So we say, of course, they will have. So we say, of course, they'll have to be handled very carefully. Yes. Excellent. You did a great job. Questions about this class, about this contraction?
No.
Oh, as you can notice, sometimes it can be just one letter, like we are. We just, the apostrophe represents the letter A. But sometimes it can be two letters like they'll. We omit the letter W and the letter I. So the apostrophe represents W and I. And also, for example, you would, it can be 4 letters. You write you'd with just the letter D, but you omit to write W-O-U-L. So the apostrophe represents all these parts.
I finish.
Finish the copy, class?
I finished.
Yes, finish.
Oh.
Oh.
That 25.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Let me tell you, you have 2 minutes. 2 minutes. You have one game. There is one game. I'm going to share the game, the link on Schoology. So if you want to play the game, you can practice. You can practice. It's related about this contraction. So I'm going to play the game there. Thank you, Sian. The homework. Remember that there is the link. You have to send the answers to your teacher once you finish to complete the homework, because in that way I'm going to check your answers. If you don't send the answers to your teacher to my email, I'm not going to receive any homework. So you are going to do it. Now, if you finish, you are dismissed. Bye-bye. Don't forget to do your homework. Bye-bye. See you next week. Bye-bye, Isabella. Bye-bye, Gabriela. Bye-bye, Kiara.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Lucia.